What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. Y'all hit that like button and hit the subscribe button. So I need to talk to the men on this YouTube video, right? Women are welcome to watch as well, of course, right? All men, we need to start having conversations with the young men in our lives, whether it be our sons, whether it be our little cousins, little brothers, nephews, etc. We need to talk to them about having sexual discipline and the importance of it. What do I mean by this? So first, the mother of Lil Baby's oldest son, right? A 38-year-old woman named Aisha Howard. She's submitting text messages in her court filing from 23-year-old Anthony Edwards, superstar basketball player Anthony Edwards. She's submitting text messages or alleged text messages from Anthony Edwards where he's telling her to get an abortion. And he does not want to be a father to a baby that she's pregnant with, right? So in the text messages, she asks Anthony Edwards, Anthony, do you hate me? Mind you, let me say this. Lil Baby's, the mother of Lil Baby's oldest son and now Anthony Edwards' new baby mama, she's 38 years old. Anthony is 23 years old, right? But anyway, in the text messages, Aisha Howard, she asks, Anthony, do you hate me? To which he replies, because you bringing a child in the world that's gonna be without a father, right? She said, I'm not asking you to be with me in any way, shape, form, or fashion. And if you choose to be a complete ghost to your seed, that's totally up to you. That's something you'll have to take up with a higher power. Hard to believe when you fathered a kid outside of your own, but I come in peace, despite what you may think. And I'm not sure how or when to communicate with you without overwhelming you. But we are clear on how you feel. Now, Anthony Edwards responds to this text with, I won't be in a child's life I don't want. You are sick. Ladies and gentlemen, last year, Anthony Edwards had 3 kids by 3 different women. All right? He out of control. He out of control. You know, and this is what I'm talking about when I say, we have to talk to the younger men around us about having sexual discipline. Regardless if you have money to financially take care of them or not, like, this is just wild. You're 23 years old and you just wilding out. You got 3 different, 3-4 different baby mamas now. This crazy. And so let me talk about how this all starts. One, young men who are exemplary in sports, they have a different type of access to women than some other men have. Now, again, you could be a smooth talking, nice looking dude and all of that, and you can still have a great amount of access to women. But when you are exemplary in sports, I'm not talking about good. I'm talking about next level. Like, you got pro potential. You're already getting to you have a certain amount of access to certain women that other men may not have. Right? Even grown women when you're young, okay? Then when you actually get to the NBA or get to the professional league that pays the top dollars, oh my God, your access becomes it becomes like overwhelming. Look at Zion Williamson. He running around with P-stars, all that type of stuff, financing them like crazy because these are probably women he's always wanted to be. You know, he's messed with these type of girls since he was a youth, or women that he's always wanted to mess with, and now he's able to do that, and he's able to financially just dish money out to them in order to keep them around. He was doing it, right? Now I'm looking at Anthony Edwards, like, come on, bro. Come on, he don't have no sexual discipline at all. And I think a lot of times when men have money, we tend to think, oh, money solves all of our problems. Man, I got all these different kids. I got money for it. You probably not, gotta understand, you're not gonna be paying a regular type of child support. Your child support ain't gonna be the same child support that Darrell and Johnny on the block paying for their babies. Your stuff gonna be probably astronomical, especially if the woman has a great lawyer. Okay? And she probably can get one when the lawyer find out who her baby father is. Then you gotta pray that you're gonna have a career as long as first you gotta pray that you're saving your money in a great fashion. And you gotta pray to have a career like a LeBron James where you're playing for 20 years, 21 years. Because that child support gonna come through to the baby 18 years old. So you gotta pray you don't get injured, you don't fall off in your play, so that you can keep you can keep breaking in this abundance of financial prosperity, or this abundance of finances, so that you can pay for these children that you're making. Because these women gonna put you on child support, brother. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. Because they not with Anthony Edwards. These are not his girlfriends or nothing. He got one baby, I think, with his girlfriend, other children with other women while he been with her. You know they gonna come after the child support, which is gonna clean your pockets out. Now, and you gotta be smart and responsible about how you want to live and how, you want your life to be set up long term. Children are a beautiful thing, right? They're a blessing. For sure. I know I have 2 children of my own, right? But you got to be smart about things. And then too, man, when you're having children, it's more than just about financially taking care of them. It's way more than that. That's a part of it, but it's way more than that, man. Like me as an active father, I don't only see my kids on weekends. I don't see them every other weekend. I be with my kids a lot, a ton, right? And when you're active with your children, you understand our finances is more. It's stuff finances ain't gonna be able to cover for. Your children have to build a relationship with you. They gotta know you. They gotta love you. You gotta build a relationship with your children to where they can come to you with things, trust you, to where you keep your hand on them and guide them down the right direction. And unfortunately, with Ant, the way his schedule is set up as an NBA player, the way he got kids all over the place, he might not have that same type of ability to keep a hand on them in that type of way. He might not be able to have that same type of ability to keep a hand on his children in that same way. And then also, man, when you're an active father and you see my children 9 years apart from each other, they are 9 years apart, and you still be like, man, okay, one kid like this, other kid don't like that. My son needs a lot more focus and attention than my daughter, but still my daughter is a teenage girl now. So I gotta give her my attention, and I gotta help guide her about her feelings about the opposite sex. I gotta help guide her about, her feelings about going to high school soon. I gotta help guide her as it pertains to high school work. I got to make sure my son is doing all the development in certain ways he's supposed to develop. I got to make sure everything is good with him. I got to make sure while that is all happening, that my daughter and my son still have a great relationship and a close relationship, despite them having a big age gap, and make sure that my daughter understands that she got to look after her brother. So, it's all of that comes with that. So it ain't just throwing money at kids. And I don't think a 23-year-old Anthony Edwards, I don't think he understands that, because he probably not even, I hope I didn't say Anthony Davis at any point, Lord. I ain't putting this on your name. Anthony Davis, I ain't putting this on you, AD. This Anthony Edwards situation. I don't think Anthony Edwards understands that, because I don't think he doing none of the child rearing. I could be wrong. I don't think he is. Especially because a lot of times when men make money like this, they don't be really doing the child rearing. They leave it up to the mamas. They ain't getting up in the middle of the night, feeding the baby, listening to the baby cry, staying up with the baby. They ain't changing diapers like that. You know what I mean? They leaving it with the mama, or they hiring a nanny. And so they don't understand these things until time goes on. But yeah, we got to preach sexual discipline to the young men around us, man. It's okay to use protection. It's okay. And if you want to keep out here doing it raw like that, at some point, brother, you probably gonna have to get a vasectomy. Because then you just gonna probably you mess around, have a baby in every state. You for real. You mess around, be like the great Evander Holyfield. Evander got a baby in every state. And I love Evander Holyfield, but y'all know what I'm saying. It's just gonna start getting wild. And again, like I said, a lot of times when men have money, we think, oh, I got money to cover that. Okay, I got another baby. It'll be all right. But right here, you see, he don't want another baby at all. He's threatening the woman like, hey, I'm not going to be in the baby life, so on and so forth. And she still ain't budging. She ain't budging because, one, she sees another meal ticket for herself. She thinking, hey, I'm not finna, I don't care if this boy say he don't want this baby. I don't care if he don't want to be in this child's life. I'm going to have this baby because it's another big check for her to get. People are not going to like me saying that, but it's real, right? She ain't going to get that baby up or she wasn't going to have an abortion or anything like that because she want them finances. She already getting finances from little baby. Now she wants some, she gonna get some from Anthony Edwards. But this is Anthony Edwards' fault. This is his fault for not protecting himself. And this is what comes with it. So yeah, the woman is being she's being silly. Yes, I believe she is thinking of a master plan with this whole situation. Yes, I think she is trying to, she's using this whole situation to her advantage without question. But the reason Ant is in this situation is because of him. He could have avoided all of that, you know? So, yeah, man, but also, too, man, these men know they have an infatuation with talking to the same girls. They all be talking and dealing with the same women when they get money. I don't understand that because you got money to mess with girls nobody else messes with for real. But no, what it is, when men get money, they don't want to mess with regular, everyday women. They want to mess with Instagram models and strippers and P-stars and so on and so forth. They want a woman that's super freaked out so they can just do get all of their fantasies out. And yes, all men like freaks. All men like freaky women, of course. But you can find you woman, a freak type woman that ain't been, dealing with this rapper, that rapper too. But anyway, whatever. To each his own, that's his choice. But yeah, man, like, that woman that woman ain't gonna get no abortion, dog. She not, because this is a time for her to be able to connect it to some finances for at least another 18 years. Shoot, little baby son that he got with her, how old is his son? Little baby son might be 11, something like that, maybe 10, 11. I don't know how old he is. But she like, okay, we're gonna let this ride for a few more years, and now this is my next come up plan. And she like, yo, I gotta keep this plan going. This is how I'm gonna stay financially sufficient, more than financially sufficient, But yeah, this is what happened when you don't have sexual discipline. You just start again having sex, and then you just busting in every woman you're dealing with when you're doing it. Like, that's just your thing. You know what come with that, bro. You having sex unprotected and you just letting off in every woman like that you dealing with. Like, come on, bro. Come on. But again, I don't know, like, also too, and I'm not trying to make an excuse for him, I'm just telling y'all the real. Anthony Edwards' mother passed away. He was a young boy. His grandmother is deceased. I don't know what women are around him, keeping a hand on him to tell him, hey, yo, what are you doing, man? What's going on? I don't know. I don't think his father is around. I don't know if his father is deceased, or I don't think he's around. He don't have no men in his life to guide him. Currently, I don't believe. And again, his mother has been deceased for a while. And so women who would normally put their hand on their baby to kind of check them, I don't think that's present right now. And again, there are men who have mothers who would check them and all of that. They still gonna do what they want to do. Right, so I'm not saying if his mother was alive that he wouldn't be like this. I'm not saying that, because there's men that have their mothers, that have their grandmothers around, and their grandmothers and mothers give them sound advice, and they still do wild stuff. But I think he would kind of be more aware of certain things, right? He'd be more aware of predatory women that prey on dudes like him who are young, dumb, and just just caked up, and they do silly stuff. Older women that just seek him out to because they look at him as a walking lick. Your mother put you on game about that. And also your mother check you about your recklessness and your carelessness that you out here operating with. So yeah, man. This is wild. This is wild. But Ant gotta get himself together. And this is why when I told y'all before, I knew Ant was immature in a lot of ways. And again, we know men who have children, and not all of them are immature. They do silly things. But Ant is immature. I knew he was immature with how many times he be hollering out the N-word in front of white folks. That's his favorite shit to do. That's his favorite thing to do. On camera, on national TV, he will holler out the N-word in front of white folks. I seen Anthony Edwards see a gay dude in the street, take out his camera, calling the gay dude all type of gay slurs, all type of stuff, and posted it on his page. This one I knew the brother was not, I'm not going to call it, let me stop. This one I knew the brother was just very silly and immature. Because you posted your own self calling this dude all type of gay slurs, all type of F words, all type of stuff, and you posted it up on your own page. Posted it up on your own page. And I'm like, bro, do you not know who you are? Do you not know you're a business? Do you not know you are an enterprise? Do you not know that like this could cause you to lose tons of endorsements, tons of relationships with people? Like, what do you, stop being silly, you know? But the silliness comes from him having a lack of maturity, and it's showing in this whole situation with how he been going about, you know, having these kids and how he having these dealings with women, you know. And again, most men I know, all of us like sex and like beautiful women, so I understand certain things, but it comes to a certain point where you got to just stop and look in the mirror and say, I need to slow down. I need to chill out. I need to relax because this is getting way out of hand, you know, and he's not doing that. And I don't know if he has anybody in his inner circle to check him and say, yo, what are you doing, bro? You got to be cool out here. You got to be cool, man. But, yeah, this is wild. And I had to get on here and talk about it because this is something we got to preach to the younger men around us. And, you know, so something they have to be aware of because, bro, you be out here ruining. I'm not saying children will ruin your life, Lord. I'm not saying that, Lord Jesus. I'm not. But you put yourself in bad situations, I would say. Situations that you probably don't want to be in because you might lack sexual discipline. Because like I said, you pray that he plays long enough to take, you know, to be able to pay these child support payments from the different women he got pregnant. You pray and hope he has a career as long as LeBron James, and you pray that he's fiscally responsible, because if he's not, this could come back to bite him terribly. This could come back to bite him terribly in the end, and we hope not, right? But yeah, man, yeah, we got to talk to the young men, man. Use protection. Don't just be out here just wilding out to the point where you don't give a damn what happens. Like, you just really out here, because as a man, you feel when you about to let off. You can't just be out here just letting off in every woman you dealing with and think it's all good. It's straight, it's cool. Because it's men that do that don't have the finances of an Anthony Edwards. So, yeah, just wanted to get that off my chest, man. Machiavelli Mills TV. I'm trying to think of anything else that I did not say in this video. I think I said everything I needed to say. Machiavelli Mills TV. I'm out, y'all. Peace.